When I think about the kind of practice I ended up in, which is an advocacy practice, a litigation practice that spans most areas of law, some admittedly modest amount of criminal law, but a wide variety of civil litigation, administrative and regulatory work, including some prosecution side work. The thing that I look back on is the opportunities that I got as a young lawyer in a small litigation boutique to be given a chance to demonstrate those advocacy skills in a variety of different contexts by senior lawyers. And to my mind, probably the most fortuitous decision I made was to come into a small firm at a time when it was ready to grow, at a time when its practice was exploding, and there were more than enough opportunities for advocacy even as a first and second year lawyer, especially in the civil and administrative side. So to me, that's the most important thing that if I could go back, I'd focus on again, is to find a place where the stars are aligned so that you can actually get on your feet in court in those first couple of years. I've done pro bono work of one kind or another really since starting practicing law, initially at the suggestion or opportunities created by more senior colleagues at the law firm, but later on through organized programs like the Advocate Society, Court of Appeal pro bono program, and some others like that, and in more recent years then through found or developed opportunities, sometimes from other lawyers. The value of that to a young lawyer in particular is that it is the single best way to get yourself on your feet. Second, it's very difficult for your senior colleagues to complain too much about the great pro bono work that you're doing, which should mean that you can actually complete the matter and get on your feet and argue that case and develop the confidence that you need to go and argue cases for paying clients. That's certainly one half of it. That's a huge advantage to the lawyer, and especially I suggest the young lawyer. The other advantage is that it's a way to offer your skills back to the community. I've done some pro bono work for a neighborhood organization, and the sense of connection to your neighbors and the people that run businesses nearby you, or people that live in rooming houses nearby you. In one case I did, is very satisfying, and it compensates you equally, if not more, alongside the paying work. I've been lucky enough to have a number of highlights in my career. I've gotten to work on some fantastic trials and hearings for wonderful clients. One of the highlights that jumps to mind for me is one where I actually didn't get to advocate in court. I had the opportunity to work for the journalist Stevie Cameron in relation to the Oliphant Commission. That was an exercise in advocacy that took place entirely outside of the courtroom, but was extraordinarily important to the client. We were able to succeed in preventing her from being subpoenaed as a witness to the commission, able to succeed in preventing any of her source privileged materials, which she was very concerned about, obviously, from being summoned by the commission. And best of all for her, we didn't actually have to show up and make a public argument in any public forum on her behalf, distracting from the important work of that inquiry, which of course she'd done work on for many years in a capacity as a journalist. That to me was one of the most exciting successes that I've been able to have, and ironically it was one where I didn't get to enjoy any of the glory or the fun of going and arguing these important points about source privilege.